Alright, what's going on, Socialites? Ryan here. Let's get back to shiny hunting, right? I'm gonna try and get to 500 attempts tonight, so probably be on till around midnight. Fun, fun, fun. Oh, let's get cracking. Come on. Unsticky. Get it going. Yeah, so we're going to do as many attempts tonight as we've done all of yesterday. So, you know, sit back, grab a drink, have some snacks. I don't know where to put all this stuff. I got all this crap around here. Put that down. Keep it going. Let me know how your day was today. You know, happy Saturday. Or depending where you are in the world, it might even be Sunday. Had a pretty good day. Saw some family. Went to the park. It was a nice, relaxing day. Good food. Watched Moon Knight, if you saw that on Disney Plus, the new Marvel TV show. That was pretty interesting. Don't know how they're going to explain the Egyptian side of things. You know. What are they? Are they really gods? Are they aliens or spirits? I don't know. Something akin to the Celestials. Who knows? Yo, what's up? Just trying to get the shiny version of him, Zach. You know, that's all. Like, yeah, I could just catch him right now and do whatever I want with him, but we're gonna try and shiny hunt him. I figure, why not, you know? Actually, this Pokemon kind of sucks. It's not very good. Overall. But I think getting a shiny one, and you know, if we can get it legit, we'll see. I got a couple weeks before I gotta do my next draft league battle, so I figure I can just do this for a few hours every day. Not really miss out on anything. But yeah, we're going to get all the way up to 500. Yesterday, I streamed for 3 different streams. Each was about an hour, hour and a half. So this will probably be about 4 hours. Go to about midnight Eastern here. We see our buddy Ali just hopped online. Maybe he's going to battle in his playoff match in the minor league. We will see. Yep. I gotta watch your match, Zach. You gotta send it to me so I can see what happened, what went off the rails there. Because in my testing, I felt like, you know, your team was pretty good. I mean, he did bring Magneton over Clefable, which was kind of annoying, but like I kind of feel like I don't know if that was a big difference or not. It's probably more annoying to keep your weather up with that guy, though, if he was just clicking Thunder the whole time. Still waiting for Cole's version of our battle too. I want to see from his perspective. I don't think he's posted it yet. We can check here. Yeah, no, he hasn't posted it yet. For those who may not know, Abram Tank in the chat is Zach, aka the head coach, the Charm City Charizards, and the winner of the Pokemon Stadium 2 Random Battle Tournament. Last night when I streamed at like midnight-ish. Had a pretty good stream though, you know. Chat was pretty busy and everything, so it kept the time going pretty quick. Streamed for about an hour and a half there, so this is definitely going to be a lot longer. I'm just looking at other people's stuff. Seeing who else is shiny hunting here. I think I'll just do some random, like, Pokemon tier lists. just to keep myself occupied. Looks like a interesting one here. I don't know why they make these only put like 3 things on them. Yeah, cool tier list, yo. Like, do you consider Evie a dog? No, to me it looks more kind of cat-like. At least like some of its evolutions, you know? Like some of them are close. Like this one doesn't have like Espeon on there. People just throw anything up on these tier lists. Trying to find a good one. I mean, we can do this. This was something I was thinking of. This is what, only Gen 1 through 6 though? Alright, this might be what we're looking for here. I'm just gonna have to alter some things on it. Saw a video, one guy got a shiny Arceus and only like 170 resets, and he couldn't catch it. Like, that's pretty bad. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Let's see, let's just kind of make this a little bit tighter. There we go. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to rank all the Pokemon ever based on their design. So we got superior design, awesome design, basic design, could be better, damn lazy, and then a failure. We're going to go through all of them. This is going to include Megas, Dynamax, Regionals, everything. So let's get right to it. Bulbasaur. We got ourselves the Grass Dino OG starter. I mean, it's cute, especially when you're talking like first gen. Obviously, there's nothing to really reference when it comes to this stuff. I think that Bulbasaur is an awesome design. Just so cute. Just little frog dino with, you know, you can't go wrong. Ivysaur. Now, to me, it starts to get worse, right? You get Bulbasaur. I think Ivysaur kind of takes away a lot of that, like, cuteness. I didn't see, right? Yeah, it's not shiny. You know, so that's unfortunate when it comes to Bulbasaur. Not a huge fan of Ivysaur's design. Venusaur. I mean, the flower opens up. I don't think that there's too much crazy. Like, Mega Venusaur, I think, is pretty lazy compared to Venusaur, and then VMAX Venusaur I think is cool, but it doesn't like get better or worse. Charmander, it's a lizard with fire on its tail. I think that's relatively basic design. Charmeleon gets a little cooler, gets a little darker. I don't know why. It gets darker and then kind of goes back to the orange. Maybe they just wanted a little bit more contrast between these two. And then Charizard. I mean, it's a dragon. But I think, again, it's kind of like a basic sort of dragon that you would expect. Just kind of keeping that iconic tail flame on the back there. As far as the Megas go, I think that Charizard X is pretty cool. Obviously, you changed a lot of stuff with it. And as far as Y goes, there's not much difference between it and regular Charizard, so I'm not going to really give them any points for that. And then their G-Max one, the fire is now on its wings. It's got this huge belly. Again, as far as design goes, though, I think they definitely could have done more with that. Squirtle, it's a turtle. I think it's kind of a, like, yeah, it's cute, but still, it's a blue turtle. Like, what more do you want? Stuff that's kind of taken too much from the real world is going to be pretty lazy. Wartortle, they added this, like, tail and these ear wings, whatever you want to call them. I think it at least gives it some, like, character, but it's unfortunate that it didn't, like, keep progressing as Blastoise. So I think it could be... Actually, this might be a failure. Like, just because they didn't expand on this anymore. Blastoise... they added, like, these cannons onto it, which is one of the first or few Pokemon that have, like, mechanical things on their body. So I think that's an awesome design. Same thing with Mega Blastoise. Like, now it just gets, like, this super cannon. And cannons on its wrists, which is really cool. So I think as far as those go, like, adding stuff that isn't necessarily organic is pretty cool. And then G-Max Blastoise, like, they got this freaking... They just take the cannon thing. Once you get to Blastoise, you get to this just cannon theme, and they just kept building on G-Max. You got a whole freaking battleship on the back. Pretty sweet. Caterpie. Probably what you would expect a bug to be. Metapod. These are probably, like, pretty basic stuff. Actually, these are in the lazy, because just like, okay, yeah, what you would expect a bug to be, what you would probably expect a butterfly to be. Mega, or not Mega, but G-Max, I think is pretty lazy. Like, you just made the wings bigger. That's a failure. You know, if you're gonna give Butterfree G-Max, you gotta make it worth it. I think, like, at least give it something to do on with that. Unfortunately, G-Maxes keep all their same stats, just doubling their HP, so there's never really been a reason to use G-Max Butterfree. Weedle, it's a little bit better than Caterpie with the horns and everything. I think it would have been cool if it was more like a, you know, kind of like a split sort of thing here. Because maybe I don't really know what a bee larva looks like, which is a fact, but yeah, Kakuna, same thing, pretty lazy. Beedrill's pretty cool though. I think it's like a B level design, but it's pretty cool. And then Mega Beedrill, basically the same thing. Like, if the Mega just takes what it has and just makes it bigger, like, it's not... Actually, it might even be lazy. Because with the Megas, you gotta compare them to what they're Mega evolving from, rather than just, oh, this is its own separate Pokemon. So for me, that's pretty dang lazy. Pidgey, lazy. Pidgeotto, I'm gonna say, could be better. It was definitely, like, a little bit better. Pidgeot was lazy, though. They didn't really do much to differentiate it from Pidgeotto. And then Mega Pidgeot could be better, but at least you gave it some character with that hair. Right now it's like got a little punk rock style going on. Rattata and Alolan Rattata. I'm gonna not really try to compare them too much to each other for the regional forms, but you know, these are rats that evolve into other rats. I wish this had kept its purple though, or at least in its shiny been purple. So for me, regular Raticate is kind of like a failure. You know, why is it brown when Rattata is purple? I think that could have been pretty nice. Have that purple rat. Spearow, Ampharos, pretty lazy. Ekans and Arbok, lazy designs, they're just snakes. Pikachu, I mean, it's a good design, right? You can't go wrong with the good design. And then kind of going to G-Max Pikachu, Chunkachu. Also just, you know, kind of a callback to what Pikachu looked like in the original Gen 1. So I think you gotta appreciate that when it comes to the G-Max form. Alolan Raichu, I have no idea what they were doing with this. No idea. Like, I get that it's like surfing on its tail, but I don't get it. And regular Raichu, it just, other than like the ears are what kind of like goes a little wrong, right? I think you could have kind of kept Pikachu's kind of ears and maybe just rounded them out a little bit to look more mouse-like. I don't know, Raichu just looks so different from Pikachu. I feel like that there's like something that should have been added here. Alright, Sandshrew and Alolan Sandshrew. I kind of like Sandshrew's design. I know it says basic, but no. It's a little bit better than that. I just kept maybe I should change it from basic to something more like better than most. Something like that. Because I think these are a couple cool designs. Like I like Sandshrew as a Pokemon. It just looks bulky, right? With the design and the way its arms and everything are. And you got like the little igloo sort of thing going on with Alolan Sandshrew. Sandslash, awesome design. Alolan Sandslash doesn't quite have that fierceness as the regular Sandslash, but I'm gonna still say it's like a better design than most. Maybe it's also this pose that they're going in, but that just looks like something that's gonna try to claw your face off, which is always appreciated in a fighting game. Alright, Nidoran Female. I don't know, like, what is this supposed to be? It's got, like, buck teeth, so it makes you want to think, like, a rat or a rabbit. It's got, like, the ears like a rodent sort of thing. Then it's poison. I can't call it lazy, because it's not, like... It's obviously something sort of unique. I just think it could be better. Nidoran gets a little better. And I think Nidoqueen's kind of up there too. As far as Nidoran Male goes, I kind of like the Nidoran Male better though. Maybe it's the purple. Just kind of looks nicer. Nidorino, like this looks fierce. I like that. And then Nidoking is also up there. Awesome design. Clefairy. Again, as far as uniqueness goes, like it's supposed to be like a cute Pokemon. It definitely hits that. But then I think his evolution to Clefable is just lazy. Like, you gave it wings and you made it look weird instead of cute, you know? Vulpix. Let's just see here before we move on. Nope. Vulpix. It's either awesome or better than most. I'm going to put it in better than most. The Alolan one looks too much like a poodle to me. Like, it might even just be a failure for this. For me. As far as the Alolan one goes, I think the Ninetail Fox is fine. But the Alolan one is a cool design. It just looks so graceful. Getting the fairy type there. Alright, Jigglypuff. I mean, iconic character in the animes for a few seasons. This is another one that's kind of like similar to Clefairy. It's like, what is it supposed to be? Like, I think Wigglytuff is fine, but I really just don't like Jigglypuff. They're just like ball, eyes, ears. Like some of these are like you have like a 4-year-old draw something and then just clean it up. Zubat, obviously they took a design of a bat. Kind of lazy. Golbat I think is interesting, but it definitely could have been better. Obviously we're going to get an evolution that I think really does that up. Oddish, I mean it's a radish with legs. Pretty lazy. Gloom. Gloom has some character, at least with that drool and stuff. And then I think Vileplume also has some sass. Just the way it like kind of tilts that flower. I wish they had done something more with their body, but I think for like a classic design, like it's not bad at all. Alright, Paris. Paris is pretty interesting, right? Because it's like, what sort of bug is this supposed to be? I think just its uniqueness makes it better than most, and then obviously the mushroom kind of taking over Parasect here. And actually, I'm going to put this up in Awesome because you go from Paras to Parasect, and, you know, it's a parasite. The mushroom, you see all the hope fading from Paris's eyes as it evolves into Parasect. So I think that's like a good transition in that Pokemon story. Venonat, like Venonat looks so cute, right? I think that's pretty cool. Venomoth, I think is kind of too much like, you know, Butterfree and kind of like, you know, that sort of line where it's like, okay, you drew a bug. It also has the same eyes as Paris, which is kind of weird, right? Maybe at one point Venonat was supposed to evolve into Butterfree and Paras was supposed to evolve into Venomoth. It would be interesting if Paris was like a split evolution where if you give it like a leaf stone, that makes the mushroom grow bigger and becomes Parasect, or you could just evolve it like regular and it would evolve into Venomoth. I don't know. Just based on like their eyes. Alright, Diglett. I'm gonna say this could be better. Damn lazy. I'm kind of comparing this one to... Alright, I'm gonna put this one in failure. And I'm gonna put this one in failure. I don't know. What more you want? Alright, Meowth. It's a cat, but it's got that gold thing. I think that's like makes it rather unique. It's better than most. Alolan Meowth, though, when compared to that, is pretty lazy. You just made it gray. But don't know how to really help you there. But then you have Galarian Meowth, and Galarian Meowth has some character to it, right? Still keeps that iconic coin. Now it's like a black sort of steel thing. Like this is definitely like a feral cat. You don't want to run into this thing. I think it's up there, better than most. And then G-Max Meowth is kind of a failure of a design. I feel like you could have done more with that. I don't know why it just becomes really long and skinny. Persian, it's a cat, pretty lazy. Alolan Persian, sort of the same thing. Has a little more character because of its rounded face, but again, not enough to save it. And we are at 300 attempts. Or this will be our 300th attempt, so that is pretty cool. Always like to hit that milestone. Oh, the chat just like updated all of a sudden. Sorry guys, I didn't see that because the chat wasn't updating. And then it just updated all of a sudden, so thanks guys for hopping in. Joe, Zach, Sil. Yeah, Zubat can be annoying. Or what did I think I have to do? I don't know why they just update all of a sudden. But look at this. Here I am. I'm not paying attention. Alright, let's see, Psyduck. Psyduck. Because of the headache, giving it the character, like if you can tell a story with your design, it's going to be better than most, and obviously Psyduck's headaches tell a story, which is pretty cool. Nope. Golduck, I think, is a cool design. I don't know if it's an awesome design, but I think it's better than most. Again, it feels like something's missing here, though, right? Like, you go from this to that. Why did it not gain a Psychic typing? You know, we need a regional form of Golduck and Psyduck where they actually get, like, the Psychic typing and do something, you know? Get some, like, benefit here. Mankey, it's kind of like a pig monkey. Again, it's kind of something that you would just expect like a monkey to kind of look like if a little kid drew it. It does have some character though, so I'm gonna just put it in the could be better, because it does have some character. And Primeape is just it with more anger issues, and somehow it got some gauntlets on there, like training weights. I don't know. Growlithe, always a good boy. Like, it looks so stoic here. I think Growlithe is definitely up there. Pretty solid mon. Alright, let's see what we got here on this attempt. Nope. Arcanine. Arcanine is a pretty good design, I think. I mean, it was supposed to be like a legendary Pokemon. You can kind of see it has like these extra tufts of fur that look like fire. Pretty cool. The Poliwag line's a pretty good design based on a certain type of frog. I think that Poliwag is pretty good. Poliwhirl and Poliwrath, though, kind of go down. I mean, obviously Poliwrath. Actually, Poliwrath is pretty lazy because they just didn't really add much to Poliwhirl's design. Abra. I mean, Abra's a sick design. Like, it just looks cool, right? Like, what is this supposed to be? An alien, a lizard? I have no idea. Then you get to Kadabra and, like, all this crazy stuff is happening. Like, now he has a spoon. Why? I don't know. Alakazam comes out and just has 2 spoons. And then Mega Alakazam just has more spoons. You know. Okay. This is the Slash Spoons S tier. You got multiple spoons though, which is why Kadabra isn't in it. It's Spoons with another capital S. Machop. Machop's a good design. It's humanoid, but it's got like these frills. I think that's a pretty good design. It's recognizable at least. Machoke, I don't know why it gets this championship belt, to be honest. I'm not really a big fan of Machoke's design. Machamp is a cool design though. You know. Now, it's got 4 arms. It deserves to be the champion and get that belt. And I think G-Max Machamp is also pretty up there. You know, he's definitely on roids here, bulking out. You can kind of see the juice pumping through his veins. Bellsprout, I mean, it's a bell plant. Weeping Bell is just kind of weird. And then Victory Bell is obviously just a Weeping Bell flipped up. Not much on those designs. You know. Not much to say about that. Tentacool, I think, is a pretty good design. For like a squid, you got like these intimidating red orbs. And then Tentacruel just takes that to another level. So, again, they look like evolutions of each other. That's what they should be. But they're kind of similar design, just one's a baby form. Alright, Geodude is a rock. Alolan Geodude is a rock with some like hair spice because it's like supposed to be magnetic. So it picks up like the magnetic dust. I think it's better than regular Geodude because it adds a little bit of character to it, but it's still nothing better. Graveler is also still just a rock. Alolan Graveler at least has like some gold and some stuff thrown in there. Golem, I think, at least like adds some like character to it. It's not like representative of like a real Golem, which would be like completely made out of rock and maybe like a little more humanoid. Although a Golem can be made out of like anything that's non-organic. Like you could have like wood or metal or whatever. And Alolan Golem has like this beard and stuff. Like I think that's kind of cool. It also looks like really slow, even more so compared to regular Golem. Just those little arms and like, but it looks like it could like shoot you up with that railgun on its back. Again, I'm a pretty big fan of railguns and cannons on the backs of Pokemon. Actually, I might move this up just because I really like railguns. Ponyta, I mean, it's a horse with fire. That's a lazy design. I mean, this is a unicorn. I think it's a better design just because I like the color palette, but it could be better. Rapidash is pretty lazy compared to Ponyta and then Galarian Rapidash. They could have made it like a majestic Pegasus with rainbow shit. Just farts out rainbows. That's its ability, but they just give it this. Not a fan. Slowpoke. It doesn't necessarily give, like, it kind of does give off that it's like a simple sort of thing. Galarian Slowpoke is kind of hilarious. But I don't know, like, I don't know what the yellow is supposed to be significant about. I guess just where to bite it. If you're a Shelder. Maybe that should give it more points than the other Slowpoke. Because it's like showing like, oh, it's trying to attract something to nibble on it here. So then you got Slowbro. There's always like kind of like a weird design. Right? I think it's still a good design. Like, it's better than most. Then you got Galarian Slowbro, which I think, again, guns. It's a sick design. Don't know why the Shelder bit it on its arm, but that's what it did, and now it just has a freaking hand cannon. And Mega Slowbro is like the, again, we're comparing it to regular. I don't know, right? I feel like you could have done something a little bit better with Mega Slowbro. Magnemite, as far as like mechanical stuff, it's better than most because this is like the first mechanical Pokemon that we had. But then they just do Magneton, and this is where they were getting like lazy. I don't like why can't you do something a little bit better? Farfetch, it's a duck. It's a duck holding a leek. Someone was hungry when they made this, and then you got Galarian Surfetched, or Farfetch'd, excuse me. That at least has some personality, which makes it a little bit better. Doduo, it's a bird with two heads. It's a bird with two heads. Now, it looks so derpy. Not a fan of Doduo. Dotrio, though, looks pretty good. Like, he looks like a meme bird. We'll put in the could be better. Like, how does this thing learn fly? Like, we've all seen the meme. Alright. Seal and Dugong, just plain lazy. You just took some seals. There's actually an animal named a Dugong. I don't know what to tell you about that. Alright, Grimer and Muck. You got a thing of sludge, which I guess is interesting. Like, you have slime monsters and everything, but because there's always been slime monsters, that's lazy. Then you get the regional form. It's just the same deal. You get to Muck. That's a failure. You just made... But then you get to Alolan Muck, and this is a sick design. Like, that is an awesome design. Alolan Muck. All the different colors. Showing, like, the oil spill. It's got, like, crystallized stuff from all the poison and gunk it has to eat. I love Alolan Muck's design. I really hope we get it back in a game because I would really like to play with it. I'm not going based off of anything else other than design, but it has a lot of cool aspects to it. Shelder, you're a clam. Cloyster at least like looks pretty cool. It's got some personality there. Lot of spikes. It's got this sinister look. Like, yeah, I used to be this cute, unassuming thing. Now I'm ready to mess stuff up. Ghastly. It's a take on a Wisp. I think that's... it's not, like, super lazy. It's a little bit better than most. Haunter is a good design. Gengar... I think Haunter looks better than Gengar. Like, I don't know. To me, Gengar isn't, like, a... really that good of a design Pokemon. Like, I don't understand what it's supposed to be. Like, Haunter gives me more of a ghost vibe than Gengar does. Then you get Mega Gengar, it gets like its third eye. Gets all this other stuff. Just, I don't know. To me, Mega Gengar doesn't... From a design point, compared to regular Gengar, the Shiny's cool. If we were doing Shinies, it'd be up there. But I think that could be better. And then the G-Max Gengar, it's like a funhouse. It's trying to beckon you in to eat you. Like, it's definitely something sinister. Probably better than most. Just again, because it has personality. You know, it's trying to draw you in. Trying to gobble up your souls. Or maybe your soul singular. Onyx. It's a rock snake. I think, yeah. I mean, it's a cool design, right? It looks sleek, it looks strong. It isn't, but it looks it. Alright, Drowsy and Hypno. Drowsy is kind of weird, like it's like an elephant thing. I think it's better than most though, because it is a pretty unique design as far as like what is this? An anteater, an elephant, what, tarpon? I don't know. And then Hypno's just creepy. Like, Hypno makes you think he's gonna snatch you up, and that's exactly what he's trying to do. Krabby's a crab. Kingler's a bigger crab. G-Max Kingler though, getting that foam, I think gives it a little bit of personality. You know, facial hair gives you... Facial hair is a personality. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. What do you use on Darkrai? What do you mean? Like when I failed that attack, I accidentally was spamming Psychic, so... Because I wasn't paying attention to the actual game. I was looking at the tier list. Because we are just shiny hunting Darkrai. Don't actually want to fight it. We have a Master Ball that we can use when we find the shiny. Alright, next up, okay. Voltorb and Electrode. Voltorb, I'm gonna say though, like, is interesting, the lore and stuff. I don't mind Voltorb, but I do think Electrode is like, what's with this grin and everything? Like, I think they definitely did better with the Hisuian forms. Which, I don't know, does this have the Hisuian forms? It said it did. Okay, so they're towards the end. I won't go out of order. Execute. I mean, you put eggs with faces on them. And somehow you decide that those eggs should turn to a coconut tree. And then you said, oh, we're getting a regional form. Let's just make it a taller coconut tree. And we're going to make it dragon. Because height means your dragon type. All the dragon types are playing basketball. That's all that means. Cubone. I mean, Cubone's a great design. So mysterious, but also cute, but also like fierce and angry. Marowak, I think, could have been better. But Alolan Marowak is cool, right? Alolan Marowak's a good design. Like, I like that sleek black pattern. The fire on the bone is pretty cool. The way it like dances around in the game. Alright, Hitmonlee. So this is the kicking Pokemon. You want to emphasize the legs. They tried. I think it could have been better though, right? Because these eggs, they look scrawny. Let's be honest. Like, yeah, you kind of see like a spring pattern, but they look scrawny. They did a good job making the arms look weak and not emphasizing anything on the body other than the eyes. But I mean, you gotta do something a little bit more with these legs. Like, this guy was skipping leg day, and I can tell. And then Hitmonchan. I don't know what this is all supposed to be about. I don't really like it when my Pokemon are wearing clothes. Lickitung, pretty good design. Pretty good design for Lickitung. It's definitely unique. Coughing, I think is also pretty unique. You know, you got that X pattern denoting that it's poison. It looks high from all the gas it's sniffing. Wheezing, though, is a pretty lazy design. Again, if you just kind of add 3 of the same Pokemon that you had previously, you're not going to get a good design. Galarian Wheezing, though, ho ho. Hat off to you, tut tut, good sir. Definitely a British vibe from Galarian Wheezing. So I think that's definitely like a better sort of design there. Definitely captures the British feel of Galar. Rhyhorn just looks like a freaking like. You wanted to catch this thing when you saw it. Like, that thing looked like it was a bruiser. And then it evolves into one of the coolest Pokemon from Gen 1, Rhydon. Awesome design. People might know that Rhydon was the first ever Pokemon designed. And they got that one. Like, it's just a bulky looking dinosaur. And what more could we ask for than that? Because I'm sure if you're a fan of Pokemon, you're probably also a fan of dinosaurs. Alright, Chansey. Chansey kind of falls into that same sort of vein that we have with like the Clefairies of the world. They gave it like this nursing egg thing before they started doing breeding. Remember, this is Gen 1, they didn't have breeding, so at least it looks like they kind of had plans to have eggs somewhere. Tangela's a bunch of vines. It's a tangle of vines. I don't think it's very inspired. Seems pretty lazy, like, oh, we need a grass type. And yeah, they were also kind of limited by their technology. You can only do so much with pixels. Kangaskhan, good design. Again, you kind of see it's pretty similar to Rhydon, but then you get this little baby. And then you get Mega Kangaskhan, and the baby comes out, and that's when you get like a superior design and a superior Pokemon that needed to be nerfed several times to make it not freaking busted. And this is what we want, right? We want baby Kangaskhan form. But I don't think we'll ever get it. Especially because Kangaskhan's are only female. So yeah, you can breed them, but... like, will we ever get like a regional or something from a Legends game that gets us that? Horsey, it's a seahorse. And then Seadra. Same thing, like, they just made it spikier. Goldeen and Seeking, they're fish with horns on their head. Big whoop. Staryu, yeah, people could say it's a starfish, but at least it has some personality. And Starmie, I think, is a really cool design. It's probably still kind of in the same vein as Staryu. But again, like, that crystal and the spikes and stuff give it some, like... you're like, what's going on? This isn't like most other Pokemon. You know, like, where did this come from? What's the story behind this? You know, if a Pokemon makes you ask questions about it, then it's a Pokemon that you can get interested in. Yeah, right? Yeah, like, Ghastly's a fine design. Like, it's just based on a Wisp. But I think it's at least, like, not lazy, which is why I put it above being lazy. For a ghost type, they could have definitely gone like a lazier route. Yeah, Rhyperior, we'll get to him. I'm just going in Pokedex order. But for sure, Rhyperior is a good one. Alright, Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime is scary. We all know Mr. Mime is a scary Pokemon. He's supposed to be... I don't know. To me, it's like, no. But I like... They definitely fixed it with the Galarian Mr. Mime. Like, now it looks happy. It doesn't look creepy. You know, it's got like a tap dance thing. Like, mimes are scary. Tap dancers are happy. You know, and that's what I think this Pokemon wanted to evoke more than anything is some happiness here. Which, you figure the Fairy type one, obviously it didn't get Fairy type till Gen 6, but would be, invoke more happiness, but... Okay, Scyther. Awesome design. You're a big bug with blades for hands. That might even be like a superior design. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's up there. It's one of those just, again, iconic designs. Jinx. It's kind of the same thing as Mr. Mime. What were they thinking with Jinx there? Who knows? Electabuzz. Now, Electabuzz, I love Electabuzz's design. It's like, what, are you like a Bumblebee Tiger? You know, like, that's really cool. Electric type. Magmar, on the other hand, like okay, you can tell someone was really into some kinky shit with some of these Pokemon. Like, the same guy who did Primeape and stuff did this guy. He's like a duck. I don't know. I don't like Magmar's design. I think they should have... Like, obviously it was supposed to pair with Electabuzz. Be something like, okay, you get... What was it? Blue version, I think you got Electabuzz, and red version you got Magmar. Or vice versa, and so they were supposed to be like counter opposites of each other. Could have done better with that. Pinsir, it's a giant stag beetle. I think it's a good design. And then Mega Pinsir just takes that and cranks it up to 11. This one's probably a better than most design. It's close. I'll put in the awesome. I mean, this just brings out more of what it already had and adds wings, which of course gives it its signature ability, Aerialate, which is what made Mega Pinsir so good. Tauros, you're a bull. Kind of, you know, ultimately it's a lazy design. Magikarp is also a lazy design, but Gyarados is a cool design. And then Mega Gyarados, like, they accentuated the fin. I think, though, with Mega Gyarados, like, you're changing it from water flying to, for one, the flying doesn't come across on Gyarados. I don't know why. It's water flying. Like, they should have just kept it water, I think. And then with Mega Gyarados, it becomes dark water. Water dark. And yeah, you add some black and stuff, but I guess it seems kind of dark, but I think, I don't know, to me they're just not as much as I would like to accentuate that, hey, we added dark typing. And Gyarados is more just like an iconic design. Lapras is interesting, right? Man, it just feels like a Pokemon that needed like an evolution to do something with it. Like, it's a Plesiosaur that they had a shell on. Like, is that lazy just to make a Plesiosaur? I think it could have been better. G-Max Lapras. Like, it adds like a boat on the back, which kind of makes sense when it comes to Lapras. I think it at least like tells a story, which is nice. Again, its shell becomes more like a boat. It gets like this, you know, one of Lapras' famous sets is Whirlpool Parish Song, so it gets like this musical thing around it. You know, that's what I'm assuming that's for anyway. Ditto. I mean, you're just a sludge bomb. There's like a blob of sludge. Like, I don't know what more you could have done for Ditto. But unfortunately, it's still a lazy design. Like, hey, we need a Pokemon that transforms into other Pokemon. Well, it should look like Play-Doh. Like, you could have had it look like sculpting clay. You know, kind of give it like almost like a vase sort of shape. Or maybe it's like own hands are kind of sculpting it. I don't know. I think there could have been more to it. Alright, now we get to Evie. And the first few evolutions. I mean, Eevee's cute. It's a good design. Better than most. I'm not saying it's like anything crazy. Like, Eevee's an iconic Pokemon, obviously, and it's recognizable. So that's good, but again, it's just takes a lot of stuff from the real world. And then G-Max Eevee. I think it would have been cool if it incorporated things from all the other evolutions into it. I mean, they just made it like fluffy. I don't like. I just don't like it. Vaporeon, it's kind of weird to have a fish dog. I think they could have done better with it. Jolteon's a pretty sharp design though. Like, it looks fast. I think it's better than most. And Flareon, obviously, Flareon is just supposed to be a fire-type Eevee. I think it's kind of in there with Vaporeon. Like, it does what it's supposed to do, but like, am I giving points for something that does what it's supposed to do, or do I want it to achieve a little more? Porygon, digital Pokemon. You know, that looks pretty digital. I think it's a good design. I'm gonna put him better than most. I don't think it's an awesome design. Just think it's a good design. I mean, obviously, these ones are kind of just lazy. This is just a horseshoe crab. Kabutops, though, is a good design. Might be too similar to Scyther. But again, it kind of looks cool. And still keeps that horseshoe sort of design. Aerodactyl, you got a pterodactyl here. Just doesn't look like it should be able to fly, right? Like, I think its wingspan needs to be a little bit bigger, especially because it's rock type. And Mega Aerodactyl, they just added a bunch of spikes to it. I mean, I don't really get that one. Again, the wingspan should be bigger. My main thing's like the wingspan. Make me feel like this thing is supposed to be like swooping around the skies of the ancient world, you know? Snorlax. Supposed to be this big, lazy Pokemon. This fat sack of... I feel like if they were going to make this today, they would have to make it even fatter. I don't know. Just to accentuate that, because it kind of just looks like a giant bear, almost. Mega Snorlax, though, I like this. This is a good design. You know, one of the things is the berries in its fur grow to become this tree, this forest. I like that. Articuno. Just pausing here to check all that stuff. Right, Articuno. The question is, like, it's supposed to represent ice. I think it does that all right. Like, I think it could be better. Like, these don't, like, its head crest doesn't really look like icicles. I think it could have used, like, maybe like a snowflake pattern on its wings would have been pretty cool. Galarian Articuno looks freaking villainous. I like Galarian Articuno's design. I mean, obviously it's not really a good Pokemon, but it looks villainous to me, which is cool. Zapdos. It kind of just looks like the bird version of Jolteon. You know, just very sharp, jaggedy. Its wings don't look like it should be able to fly, right? It's kind of like weird. I do think it's a better than most design. Galarian Zapdos is like a Roadrunner type. Again, kind of keeps those sharp feathers. But I think they could have done better with Galarian Zapdos. Like, does this look like a fighter to you? Like, this just looks like a one-headed Dodrio. Right? Like, this is the missing link between, how the birds become Doduo Dodrio. Moltres, I mean, it's a firebird. That's what it was supposed to represent, I guess, but you know, that's what it's supposed to be. And then Galarian Moltres. Now they kept this fire sort of design, even though it becomes dark type, which is kind of interesting, right? That they kept that design, but didn't keep like stuff from the others. And again, it gets dark, but it's like the Articuno is the one that looks like villainous and plotting. I don't know. It doesn't seem dark to me. Alright, let's finish through these Gen 1 sort of Pokemon, and then I'm going to just take a quick break. Dratini. Dratini's one of those Pokemon I feel like that gets, like, forgotten. And it's supposed to be, you know, it's supposed to be unassuming. Like, yeah, it looks cute. Dragonair, I think you kind of get this more regal design. And then you get Dragonite, which I feel like could have been better for the first Dragon type. Again, how is it supposed to fly with those tiny wings? I don't get it. That boy, he likes his you know, hunka chunka PB fudge. Mewtwo, great design. Just, this looks like, with the stuff coming out of its back, like, it looks like it was man-made somehow, you know? It looks like it was engineered. As far as the Mega Mewtwo's go, which one's X and Y? I think this one's X. I mean, this one gets Fighting type, which I don't know why Mewtwo would get Fighting type. And then the Mega, like, I don't like either of these Megas. Maybe Mega Mewtwo Y. I think this one is Y. Because it's supposed to be like, okay, you get a little bit of like regular Mew in it. So it could be like a little bit better. And then we get Mew. Which again is like this cute little Pokemon. I think we're just gonna put it in the better than most kind of cute Pokemon sort of thing. But alright guys, I'm just gonna take a quick break, refill my water, and we'll be right back. Keep up the shiny hunt. We'll check this one. This is attempt number 347. We'll check this one, and then we'll come back and we'll start on the Gen 2 of Pokemon design. So, no luck there. Alright guys, be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Got some snacks. Alright, where were we? Chikorita, the pair Pokemon. I think it's kind of good. Like, for a starter design, you want something cute, but simple. No. Got the sleeve on its head. It's cute. It's kind of similar to Bulbasaur. Don't think they wanted to do anything too outrageous. They'll move it down there. Bayleaf gets a lot more personality. I definitely like Bayleaf's design better. Chikorita's evolution line I feel like is better than Bulbasaur's. Then get Meganium. Meganium I'm gonna put in the better than most. Again, I know it's a grass type, but do you need a giant flower on everything? Cyndaquil. When it used to have its fire on its back all the time, it was cool. Doing all that. So with the fire on the back, I mean, this Cyndaquil is probably my favorite Gen 2 starter. It's close between them and Totodile, but like it's pretty unique, pretty cute. Quilava. Like it's hard to tell like what this really is. Same thing with Typhlosion. Like you can't really tell that it's supposed to be a weasel, right? It almost looks like a dinosaur almost. You can't tell that it's mammalian. Totodile for a crocodile design. It's really cute. Pretty good. I'm gonna say better than most because it is still pretty simple, but it's a good crocodile design. Crocodile, I don't know what, like it looks like a caveman sort of thing here. I don't know what that's about, but for alligator, definitely looks fierce. Crocodile is just like a weird stepchild. I like Centric's design, like it's pretty unique. Like I'm not gonna say it's awesome, but it's definitely like a unique design. But then they kind of dropped the ball with Ferret. I mean, it's just a ferret. Could even be lazy, damn lazy. Yeah, maybe. Hoot Hoot. The little owl. I think like Hoot Hoot at least is unique. But Noctowl is lazy. Most of the birds are pretty lazy. Ledian, it's a ladybug. Or what? This is ladybug. This is Ledian. Ledian could have been so cool. I'm gonna put it as better than most, but man, they let that Pokemon down. Hopefully it gets an evolution, becomes bug fighting, keeps Iron Fist, gets like Mega Punch, or not Mega Punch, Mach Punch, and U-Turn, Superpower. No, the different elemental punches. Drain Punch. It needs an actual usable attack stat. Spinnerack and Ariados. I mean, I like the pattern on the back of Spinnerack. Like the sad face, so I'm going to put it in could be better, but Ariados is pretty lazy. Just a spider. Crobat. I like its design. I think it's better than most. It's definitely an improvement over Golbat. It's not like as goofy. It looks slick. It looks like it's fast. It's got its ears pointed back, depicting speed. It's got the wide wingspan, 4 wings. Alright. It's got, what was this, Chinchou or something? Like, it's a pretty unique design. It's hard to kind of tell what it is, so it could be better. But Lantern's design I like. I wish it's like it's supposed to be like an anglerfish, right? So I wish it was more predatorial. And that it didn't look pregnant. I think that brings it down. Pichu looks like a baby Pikachu. I mean, these, all the baby Pokemon, you know, there's a couple we're gonna put higher, but most of them are just gonna be like lazy because they just look like, you know, baby versions of what they should. Togepi, it's an egg. I think for what it was supposed to represent, it was pretty good, because this was given to you as an egg. It was supposed to be your first egg. Don't get me started on how bad it was. Togetic. I don't know what they were trying to do with this guy. I don't know what I'm supposed to make of that. They do redeem it later, but... Alright, Natu. This weird little bird thing. Xatu, though, is pretty cool as the totem sort of Pokemon. I actually think it's a pretty awesome design. Like, this gives a lot of, like, Native American vibes for sure. You see the eyes on it. Definitely gives off, like, this psychic feel. Mareep. It's a sheep Pokemon. And then they just start shaving it down. Ampharos is kind of interesting, right? But I don't think it's like great design. And then I don't know what they did with the Mega here. I don't know why it all like becomes dragon by getting Fabio hair. Blossom, you definitely get a cheery, Hawaiian vibe there. I think it's a pretty good design. Meryl. People saw this, they thought it was like a new Pikachu sort of thing. I think it's a pretty iconic design. Azumarill though has like a nice water pattern orange shirt, but orange chest. But I think they could have done better to kind of differentiate it. Like it just gets a small pattern and some long ears. Obviously, those weren't like good Pokemon back then. There's been a lot of things that helped make Azumarill good, i.e. huge power and gaining the fairy type. Sudowoodo. I mean, the name, everything. Sudowoodo needs an evolution. It got a baby form in Gen 4, but we need an evolution for Sudowoodo. Would have been cool to see something in Pokemon Legends, but we didn't get that. Politoed. I mean, this is just like a generic sort of cartoon frog. Alright, now we get to the Hoppip line. Hoppip, Skiploom, Jumpluff. And it's supposed to be the Dandelion cycle, which is pretty cool. Hoppip I'm going to put in the better than most line. It's cute, it's unique as far as grass types go. Skiploom is just like kind of weird. But I like Jumpluff's design, like, I don't know, the roundness and everything. I'm going to put him better than most just because Jumpluff is fast, but it doesn't convey that. It just doesn't convey that speed with its design, which is kind of like what Jumpluff is about. Maybe if these were kind of tilted back a little bit and you saw some of the fluff kind of drifting off of it. Apom. It's a monkey with a hand on it. I guess that's okay. Sunkern. Pretty bad. I don't know, just... You're a sunflower seed that evolves to a sunflower. And you're a bad Pokemon. Yanma, we got a Dragonfly. I'm not giving you bonus points for that. Can't even make it a dragon type, even when it evolves. Should have had Mega Yam Mega. Where was Mega Yam Mega? Dragon Bug. Worthless. Alright, Booper's cute. Quagsire. I don't know what this is supposed to be. I'm like drawn to it because of how derpy it is. Which, yeah, derpy is like a category that people can like Pokemon for, but we could have made the D tier the derpy tier. Alright, Espeon. Like, I think this is a pretty good design, especially compared to most evolutions. But Umbreon, awesome design. Just looks so sleek. Mysterious. Murkrow. It's a crow, but it's also got this witch theme going on. Like, its tail kind of looks like a broom. The end of a broom is kind of like that wide brim hat. I definitely think it has, like, some personality. Slow King. That's a lot of personality. Look at that smug guy. I definitely like this design. Because you felt like he knew he was shit. Just like King should know he's shit. And then Galarian Slow King just makes that, and like, you know, I'm poisoned, I'm evil, I'm the dark side, Luke. Miss Magius, this is the second ghost type that we got. Like, it's okay. I think it's pretty similar to Ghastly, kind of. It's a little more ghosty than Ghastly. Like, I don't think it's a lazy design. Like, Miss Magius looks more playful, while Ghastly looks more mischievous and villainous. So it helps to differentiate them a little bit. Unknown. I would put this in the lazy because it's just like the alphabet. But the fact that they did give them all like sort of these unique markings and everything, and you had to, you know, kind of give them some character with that. They're okay. I think the games could have done without them. Wobbuffet, punching bag. I definitely think it's like good design, but you gotta accentuate the punching bag part of it, right? That's what Wobbuffet is. Which I think it does that okay. I think it looks better when its arms aren't splayed up. Like, this picture doesn't do it justice when it just stands straight up. It's kind of like rocking. Like, I feel like it should rock like back and forth like this. You know, that's pretty good. Normally I'd probably put Giraffary in lazy because it's giraffe, but they did add a little bit more personality to it with its tail and the story behind that it's like taking over its mind and everything. So you're like, okay, who's really in control? Where's that coming from? Definitely a Pokemon that needs to be expanded upon in the future with like an evolution or a regional form. Pineco, it's a pine cone. They did make it bug type instead of grass, which I guess from a design point is like, ooh, you did something a little different, a little unexpected. It was kind of cool how you had to like headbutt trees to get it to fall out. Fortress though is like, what is this thing? It looks like a clam. It's got like how did we go from this to that? Like, that looks like it should have been like a Shelder evolution. Like, you trade Shelder holding a metal coat, and you get that back, and it's like water and you know, water steel. Like if it was blue, like a light blue instead of red, like that would be a water steel Pokemon, like Clam thing, and it would just be like really, really defensive as it is. But that would have been cool, because that means we would have gone a water steel Pokemon way before, you know, Gen 4, when we finally got a water steel Pokemon. We haven't got one since. Dunsparce. Again, another Pokemon that is mostly let down because it doesn't get an evolution, and it's just like they just threw a bunch of body parts together and said, hey, this is a Pokemon. Well, what's it supposed to do? Well, nothing. Gligar. I mean, Gligar's cool, right? It's like a scorpion bat. I wouldn't say it's like an awesome design. Its evolution is an awesome design. Again, we'll get to that, but I think it's a pretty good design. This one makes it look goofier than what it really is. This picture here, but not bad. Steelix. Steelix is an awesome design. You gotta love seeing Steelix. Mega Steelix. I don't know why they added like this stuff floating around it. Like, I'm just not like a huge fan of Mega Steelix. I don't even know why. Like, Megas are one of those things where, sure, maybe Steelix needed a Mega, but like some Pokemon that they gave Megas to that didn't need Megas, like Megas are kind of like a bad game mechanic in my opinion, and I hope they don't bring it back. I'll say it. I hope they don't. Snubble. It's a bulldog, but it's also kind of cute, but also kind of angry. I think that's kind of cool. Again, the person who made Magmar and Primeape, they let back on the Gen 2 team, or maybe this is one of his scrap designs, wanted to have the little, you know, training bracelets and stuff on. Got in there for Gramble. But you lose like the little blue and everything. Like maybe if this was like just like a dark blue instead of a black, it could have worked to kind of like tie in with Snubble. Like it just seems like this has some color and some personality to it, and then like I wish they had kind of like swapped the color palettes a little bit and given more personality for the final forms. Because when you see Gramble like in the games now, he's just like, pink dog, you know, like. I don't want for that. That could even be a failure of a design, but I'm gonna give it some credit. Quillfish, you're a pufferfish. Kind of lazy. Kind of lazy. Scizor. I mean, you gotta love Scizor. I'm really torn between. Scizzor's one of my favorite Pokemon. That and Crobat are like my top two. I'm really torn between putting it in superior or awesome. The only thing is like you're Scizor, but you have like pincer claws. Obviously they already named a Pokemon Pinsir, so you couldn't then name him Pinsir, but you know, maybe they should have thought about that beforehand. But you gotta love that sleek red metal design and everything. Like, looks like a superhero. He's ready to fight. Listen, for the sake of controversy, I'm gonna put it in the awesome tier. Mega Scizor, though, gets a little closer. I feel like it tried to do too much, though. Like, why do I got, like, these blue spots here? Like, did I need all this change here? Like, its legs just look kind of... I'm gonna put Mega Scissor down in the better than most. Like, yeah, it's still a good design because it's Scizor. And, like, you can't fuck up that design too much. But I feel like it took away a lot of, like, its, fierceness. And, like, Scizor's main thing is Bullet Punch. Does it look like I'm punching with these? At least these, it looks like I'm punching with. Alright, what do we got next? Shuckle. I mean, Shuckle's cute. You know, would be cool if it kind of had, like, juice dripping out of it. I like the shiny, too. The blue looks nice. Heracross. I think this is a pretty good design. Like, yeah, it's just a giant beetle, but it looks like it would fuck you up. Mega Heracross, though. I don't know. It gets, like, too fat. Like, just, like, too bulky. It doesn't look like it'll be able to, like, fight with anything. Its horn becomes, like, too crazy. Like, I guess it's supposed to lose to, like, fast, sort of, like, flying types and everything, but you gotta make it obvious to me. Like, the thing with Mega Heracross was, like, Rock Blast and all that. Sneasel. Sneasel's a cool design. You know, for a dark type, it's a very unique design. The feathers and everything. You know, your cat with feathers, huge claws. Very cool. It doesn't show ice, though, which is its problem. I'm going to put it down at better than most, because how do you get ice from this? Like, I get dark. I don't get ice. I'm willing to sacrifice a lot, but I just don't get ice. Teddiursa and Ursaring, I mean, they're bears. They wanted a bear Pokemon. Slugma and Magcargo. A Lava Slug is pretty interesting. Like, Slugma, it just looks like a pile of lava. At least Magcargo is, you know, it's got like this molten rock shell. I'm actually gonna put Magcargo kind of up higher. I think, like, if this was like a standalone Pokemon, it would have been a pretty good design. Like, I don't really need Slugma, right? Swinub, oh my goodness, he looks like he's sleeping here. Like, this is just like a fuzzball, though. Like, what even is this? And then we got Cousinate. I don't really care for these designs. Mamoswine definitely saves these guys in terms of design, but Swinub and Piloswine, not fans. Corsola, it's cute, but it could have been better. Galarian Corsola, though, is a sick design. You know, obviously it went white and bleached because it's dead. Look at its eyes. Those are dead eyes. Even its protrusions are ghost-like. Like, when this comes out of its Pokeball, it doesn't have these. Those are phantom protrusions that it's lost because it's dead. Remoraid's a fish. Octillery's an octopus. Delibird, you're bad, but you have a decent design. You know, they obviously wanted to make a holiday special with Santa Claus. I mean, this is a Manta Ray. Right, Skarmory. This is a cool design. I'm going to put this up in a superior design. The only thing they probably could have done to make it a little bit better is, like, you see it more in, like, Pokemon Stadium 2 and stuff, where it's, like, it looks a little sharper, but this design makes it look bulkier, which obviously it's supposed to be. Houndour, I think, is a good design. Looks like a evil Satan dog. Houndoom as well, definitely a Satan dog here. I'll put it in the better than most. I don't think it's like an awesome design, but it's better than most. Mega Houndoom, though, gets like all this stuff going on. I think Mega Houndoom is an awesome design. I don't know if it needs the frontal like horns, but the rest of it's got stuff going on. Kingdra's weird, right? It's the second dragon type we ever got, which is kind of crazy to think. You know, after the Dragonite line. I think it could have been better. Like, it definitely doesn't say, like, oh, I'm a dragon, you know? Phanpy is a cute little elephant. I think that's fine, you know, a cute little elephant. It's not a direct copy. Donphan, hail from this cute little elephant. Again, it's the same guy. The guy who designed Gramble designed Donphan. I mean, Donphan's cool because it like rolls up. I think Donphan also better than most. It's like a pachyderm. Porygon 2, now obviously this, you get the upgrade, you become like 3D, you're more sleek. I think this is a pretty good design. Better than most. I wouldn't say it's like an awesome design. Alright, Stanler. I mean, you're a deer. Smeargle. Okay, so they wanted a painter. The Smeargle is actually a pretty good design, especially when you put into its you know, like move pool and everything. I'm not gonna say it's a superior design, but it's still a pretty good design. And they balanced it with its stats. Like, it's decently fast, but it can't do like much of anything else. So at least they kept it in a support role. Tyrogue. Now this is the pre-evolution of Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. I mean, it looks like a fighter, right? I think this is a pretty good design. And Hitmontop, back when they used to have it spinning all the time, was an awesome design. Now they don't have it spin so much. Smoochum. Smoochum, it's a little bit better. It's not like the other babies. It's a little bit better, because Jinx was like so bad. Elekid, though, is like my favorite baby design. Like this is a, like it's a spark plug. It's a, you know, it's a cord prong, whatever you want to call it. Electrical prong. That is cool, and it still looks like it's gonna mess you up. Magby, though, like, again, they keep letting him in. They keep letting him in. I know that he's the pre-evolution, but as we find out from Magmortar, you know, they don't keep this for everything. It definitely looks cuter than Magmar. Like, you wouldn't mind having this as like your little buddy. Miltank is a cow. Blissey. I mean, they just need an evolution for Chansey, apparently. I think it's a lazy design when compared to its evolution. Raikou. Alright, now we get to the legendary dogs. But the problem is that not all of these look like dogs. So to me, Raikou definitely doesn't look like a dog. It's a saber-toothed tiger. Kind of a failure. Alright, no. I'm not going to put it as a failure because of that. I think it's a good design, though. Like, you get this thundercloud vibe. You get this lightning tail. It's actually a pretty awesome design. Entei. The same guy. This one guy. I swear, after Gen 2, I think they cut him. I think they cut him after Gen 2. They were like, we let you design a legendary, and you still put these, you know, training weight gauntlets on him. Like, you just gotta be let go. He was an intern, obviously. That they gave too much power to because they were short-staffed. Alright, Entei. Entei gives me more dog vibes than the others, but it's got like smoke on its back, but it's not like super fiery, so that's why I'm just gonna put it as better than most. And then Suicune is a really cool design. Like Suicune's a good design. I think the purple could have looked like waves a little bit more, but the rest of everything that's going on, good show. Right, Pupitar. I'm sorry, this is Larvitar. Larvitar. Just looks angry. I think it's okay. Like, it's unique, right? Which definitely helps. When a Pokemon is unique, definitely helps. And obviously this is the first form. Pupitar. I don't think Pupitar tells a story enough. I wish it had a mouth to show that it's still, like, eating things. Tyranitar. You look like Godzilla. Like, Tyranitar is a fine design. But I wouldn't call it awesome, right? It's kind of safe. Mega Tyranitar is just like... I don't know, he's got a lot of stuff going on. I don't know where to start with this guy. I'm gonna put him still in the better than most. But like, this doesn't really tell me a story about Tyranitar. Like, we know, like, Larvitar eats all this dirt, becomes Pupitar, evolves into Tyranitar because just wants to be unstoppable. Like, does this show, like, more instability? Like, they went for red back to, like, Larvitar's thing. You know, red's more of an aggressive color than blue, which I feel like is more defensive, which is kind of like their thing. Lugia and Ho-Oh. Lugia, I like Lugia's design. I wish they had given it a little more psychic kind of stuff. So maybe that only makes it, like, better than most, because a lot of people think Lugia is, like, water flying. You know, it kind of looks like it should be swimming in the ocean, which it's depicted as doing. Ho-Oh's a bird. Ho-Oh's a bird. I don't know. To me, if this was like Pidgeotto or something, like, would you know? Would you know, does this say, like, oh, I'm different than all the other sort of birds, like I'm a peacock Pokemon? Like, that's what this could be. This could be a peacock Pokemon. We wouldn't know. Celebi, an onion fairy. Very cool design. I think that's a really good design for an onion fairy. Obviously. It's an onion fairy. If only we had the fairy type back then, it would have been grass fairy. Instead it's grass psychic, so... Could have been better. Grass fairy is way better than grass psychic. Trico, You gotta love Trico's design. He just looks like he's having fun. Definitely the best grass star design that we've had so far. A little bit of lag there with that. Then we get Grovile, however you want to pronounce it. Looks like a raptor. I think that's better than most. I wouldn't say it's like... Trico has more personality to me. And then they just take away everything that made them look fast and sleek, and then we get this bulky thing. Honestly, it's a failure. It's a failure of a design. The Mega Sceptile, though, sick design. I don't know why they gave it Lightning Rod, but they made for some reason, maybe just having like the back shown like that just makes me feel like it's faster. Alright, Torchic. It's kind of just like a little chicken. I don't know if it's supposed to be lazy or not. Like, nothing about this, like, yeah, it's orange, but nothing really says, like, fire to me. Combuskin, okay, now we start seeing some fighting, so I like this a little bit more. It's a fighting chicken. Then we get Blaziken, who I think is about the same. Then Mega Blaziken, okay, now we have a lot more of the fire going in. The Hoennstar's got like some really good Mega evolutions, I feel. Mudkip, oh my goodness. I love that Mudkip pose. Mudkip is so cute. Mudkip is an awesome starter. Gen 3, they really took their time and made some good starters. Why am I forgetting what this guy's called? It's Mudkip, Swampert. Why am I forgetting what you're called? Whatever. It's getting late. I've been talking to the void for a while. I wasn't paying attention to it. Yeah, I think it could be better, right? Like, it's not like a great design, like most middle evolutions aren't. Swampert, I think, is a pretty decent design, and then Mega Swampert, you feel like that power. You know, you definitely feel that power with these megas. You feel that. Poochyena, I mean, it's a dog. Same thing with Mightyena. You already did a dark dog last generation. Why do you need another one? Alright, Zigzagoon. I don't really know what it's supposed to be. But, I mean, it looks cute, right? It's fuzzy. Linoon. It's like a weasel. Guess it's okay. Galarian Zigzagoon. Now, this guy looks like he wants to party. Like, this is something that they, like, you know the type who would have this as a pet. You know. Little star pattern. Galarian Linoon, though. I don't know. I wish they had him. They didn't make it as sleek as it was before. Like, you give us Zigzagoon and he's like a party style and he's got his messy fur. Like, you're keeping it Galarian, so you can keep him a little messier. Like, they just kind of stuck the tongue. I don't know. Doesn't really say much to me. Wurmple. is a bug. Cascoon and Silcoon. Like, all these are just kind of whatever. You know, they're bugs. We've seen them before. We had Butterfree, we had Venomoth in Gen 1. Their thing was supposed to be, you know, their special evolution way of you randomly getting one of these. Alright. Lotad. It's a lily pad, which is pretty unique. Doesn't have too much personality. Lombre, though. You're starting to get some personality. And then Ludicolo. It's a great design. Like, you just feel like Ludicolo's having fun. He's got his sombrero style hat. He's dancing around. You know, this duck-billed mother. Right, we've passed 400 attempts. We're gonna get to 500 tonight. C dot. C dot, C spot run. Means an acorn. I guess it's bold. It's bold that they thought an acorn was worthy enough to be a Pokemon. Then you got Nuzleaf, who... It's kind of interesting, right? Like, I like the design. Shiftry, though, I know it's like supposed to be based on something like Japanese culture, but I don't know. Call me uncultured. I'm just not getting it. Oh look, more birds. And a seagull and a Pelipper. Like, yeah, real life animals. 146th attempt. Keep it going, man. It's all we can do. We'll see. I'm just trying to do other things too, to keep me busy. Alright, Ralts. Ralts is cute. But again, when you first see it, I would figure it'd be grass. It just looks like... It just looks grass Pokemon to me. It looks like a little mushroom guy. Like, I don't know. It doesn't say psychic type to me. Curlia. I don't really like Curlia as a design. Maybe it's because they made it so, you know, the male ones can evolve into Glade, but like they don't have like a gender differentiation here. And I don't know why they decide to do, like, why not just make them all females? Like, wouldn't that be easier? Gardevoir. Gardevoir's a better than most design, at least. Like, it's like the stab through the heart princess sort of thing. It's got the flow, you know. It has a little more psychic type to it. Still, all the green kind of makes me think grass type, but not as much as Ralts was with its mushroom bowl head. Then Mega Gardevoir is kind of like, I feel like you could have done more. Like, you just gave it a bigger dress. Surskit. It's supposed to be like one of those skitter bugs. It's okay. It's a cute Pokemon, I guess. Masquerain, I think is a little better. Definitely has, like, with the little wings, a little more pizzazz. Would have been cool if it kept the water bug typing, though. Shroomish, I'm gonna put it a little bit higher just because it has, like, this personality of, like, it's pissed off that it's a mushroom. Or it's pissed off that it has to level up so high to learn Spore. But then Breloom's cool, right? Breloom's pretty unique. Like, you still get that mushroom vibe, but then it's, like, also kind of reptilian. Or, like, Kangaroo, I think, was supposed to be more of, like, its sort of thing. You can't tell here, but its arms in the lore, anyway, are supposed to be, like, super stretchy, which is how it can, like, punch so fast. Next we got the Slack Off line. I mean, obviously they just wanted to make a sloth Pokemon. So again, from a design perspective, like, Slack Off is kind of low. Vigoroth, they definitely gave him more energy. Kind of made it look cool. And then Slacking, I don't know. I wish it had, like, different states of when it was, like, ready to go and then when it was in truant. Like, just different, like, poses. It's just always lying on its side, which obviously doesn't make a lot of sense for when it attacks. You know, if it was, like, standing up, oh, I go for Body Slam, oh, I go for Earthquake, you know, whatever, and then it's, like, truant, and then it goes into this, then it, like, wakes up again. It's like, oh, I'm ready to go. Nincada. As far as bug design goes, at least it's, like, kind of unique. Ninjask is a cool design. Like, it looks sleek, it looks fast. That's what it's supposed to be. And then Shedinja also. I wouldn't say it's an awesome design, but I do think it's still a good design. Obviously here you can't tell it's supposed to be, like, completely motionless and stiffless. That's kind of hard to show in a picture. I think they could have shown a little bit more without having, like, the wings as splayed out as they are. Like, it's supposed to be, like, cracked from the back. So I think if it was, like, more angled, like, sort of thing, might work. Maybe it's just the picture doesn't show that very well. Whismur. I mean, this kind of goes into our better than most. It's a cute little pink bunny thing that doesn't like loud noises. Kind of get that. Like, it definitely looks skittish. Loudred, great design. It's got these boombox ears. Like, you get that. Now, Exploud, I feel like they lost points on that. Like, it's still a unique looking Pokemon, but you don't get that same sort of boombox noise sort of thing with it. Like, this could be like any sort of dinosaur that's roaring. Makuhita looks like a sandbag sort of thing with the way, like, its head is tied up there. I think it's a pretty good design. Hariyama is like, okay, it's got big hands, but I don't know why it goes from like punching gloves and, you know, to this like sumo wrestler style. I wish there was a little more like progression there or connection. Azuro, kind of lazy compared to Meryl. Nose pass. They wanted an Easter Island head Pokemon. Skitty. I have no idea, like, what's going on with this? What's going on with either of these? I don't want either of these as pets. Like, would anyone want a Skitty? Like, what's on its tail? What's that doing? Like, okay, I could understand maybe a little bit more. Like, that doesn't look like that bad of a pet. I think its head is a little weird. Sableye. Really cool design. The Mega Sableye is great design. Superior spoon level design. Spoons. Mawile is like a good design on just a bad Pokemon. And then he took Mega Mawile and made it like this Eldritch Horror thing. Which, I mean, is always a bonus. Aeron. I mean, you gotta like Aeron, right? There's this cute little metal dino. Lairon doesn't gain too much from that. But then you get Aggron, who again is just like a big Triceratops. And the Mega Aggron just looks like a bulky, you know, just what you want your steel rock type to look like. Just like a massive I am heavy slam. The move was meant for me. Medtite. I mean, it's meditating. I think it would have been better if like its eyes were closed, but still a pretty good design. And then Metacham. Metacham's weird. Honestly, I don't like Metacham's design. Mega Metacham though definitely saves it. Definitely a might even be awesome. Yeah, I think that's an awesome design. Just with the hair, not hair, but the head wear, whatever you want to call it. Let's see if we can at least get through Gen 4. I think we'll get through Gen 4, and then I'll probably shut up if we get there. Manectric, you're a lightning dog. Or sorry, this is Electrike. You're a lightning dog. I'm not too inspired by that. Manectric. Manectric's a little bit better. The Mega Manectric is like, what? What the heck? I don't know about that. Minion and Plusle. Pikachu with plus and minus. Volbeat and Illumise. I mean, they're cute. Volbeat at least has some sass, so I'm going to put him a little bit higher. But I mean, obviously, they're just kind of two sides of the same coin for really no reason. They couldn't give Illumise freaking Tail Glow so that it could actually be like used for something because it has the better special attack of the two. Like, Volbee's just better because it gets stronger U-turns when it does prankster stuff. Rosalia. It's a Rose Pokemon. Gulpin and Swalot. Like, I don't even know what these guys were supposed to be. They're poison types. Okay. If you say so. Like, how is this Swalot? Like, what's this makes me think that it's gonna, like, eat things? Carvana. I think Carvana is a really good design. Like, I like the colors. Sharpedo. I wish it had kept some more of its red. Just to, like, invoke its speed a little bit more. Mega Sharpedo is... it's a little much. Like most Megas, I feel like they're a little much. Some are fine, some are tasteful, and some are just like, yeah, more stripes and spikes on its nose, and... You know, like... What? Alright, so we got some whale Pokemon, again, pretty lazy, uninspired. We got a camel Pokemon. Numel's like meh. Camerup's cool though. Camerup's like better than most. It's something that you would expect a Pokemon to be. Mega Camerupt. I don't know why. It just going from 2 humps to the 1 hump kind of I don't know, makes it look too long. Like its body to be too long and shaggy. Like, I don't like Mega Camerupt. Torkoal. Torkoal's pretty cool. Torkoal's a good design, I feel. This is a Pokemon that should have gone the Mega, like getting a Volcano out of this guy. Maybe making him a little bit bigger. Spoink. Spoink is cute. I think it's what you would expect a Pokemon to be. Grumpig is... You know. Again, you don't really get Psychic from these guys, which is a little bit of the thing. Like, maybe if he was, like, touching his head or something. You know, a little Professor Xavier sort of style there. You'd be like, oh, he's using his mind. But this, like, if I told you that was, like, a normal type. Or dark type, like, you know. I know dark and psychic are usually kind of, like, similar, but... If I told you that was a normal type, you wouldn't question. Spinda. Speaking of normal type, Spinda. This is one of those where I don't know what they... Again, this is one of those where they're like, we want a Pokemon that spins. You know, like, what was your actual, like, thought process behind this guy? You saw a Kung Fu Panda and wanted, like, a Dizzy Panda or something. I don't remember if when Kung Fu Panda came out in relation to these games. These came out, what, like 2003, so... Alright, Trapinch. Trapinch is supposed to be after, like, an Anteater. I think that's pretty good what Pokemon would do. Vibrava is definitely a slight improvement over the Dragonfly design. Of course, it doesn't get Dragon, which kind of stinks. And then Flygon, sort of the same thing. Again, this looks like a male Anteater. Pretty good design. I used to love catching Anteaters and... Or not Anteaters, dang it. What do we call them? Antlions. Sorry. I kept saying Anteaters. They're Antlions. Yeah. So I used to dig those up and then feed ants to them. Pretty cool insects. Cacnea. Kind of cool. From its mouth, you get like the dark vibe. I feel like that's pretty standard stuff there. Swablu. Again, I like it because at least it adds like these clouds sort of thing. Altaria. I don't think like they... Like, what? How is this dragon? Tell me. Mega Altaria, though, way better. Way better design on Mega Altaria. It also, like, looks like it's doing something. Again, I don't agree with the dragon part, but Zangoose, great design. This guy looks like a fighter. He wants to mess some stuff up. Seviper, a little bit better of a snake. Again, I think it looks too Pokemon-y. So it's like better than most, but yeah, it could have been better. Like, how's it gonna do anything with those huge teeth and that long tail? Like, teeth that long are more ornamental than actual, like, useful. Okay, they made a moon and sun rock Pokemon. Barboach. This guy's just creepy. Wishcash is better. But Barboach, like, I don't know why. It's a sucker fish thing. It's ooh, gross. Corphish, pretty lazy. Crawdont, though, is definitely better. Crawdont's a pretty decent design. It at least has, like, some color differentiation. It's supposed to be a crawfish, though, and it definitely gives me a little more lobster vibes. Let's see, Baltoy. I like Claydol though. Claydol definitely gives off that, like, hey, I'm a psychic type. You know, with all of its eyes and everything. This I can see as just like rock ground. I don't really get the psychic from Baltoy, but Claydol you do a little bit more. Lileep. Like okay, but I feel like Cordilli obviously has more personality. Anorith is a pretty cool design. I definitely like its color pattern. Armaldo just takes that and makes it more dinosaur-y. Like they could have done more with its eyes. Agua. Feebas. I mean, it's a fish. It's got a little bit more personality though than the others, so I'm gonna put it just in the better than most. He's got some nice fin designs, and it's supposed to look derpy and ugly, right? Milotic, obviously a good design. I'm not gonna put it as an awesome design though. I don't know. I feel like that Milotic sign that like they could do more with if they wanted to. But I understand, like, you know, the pattern obviously. I feel like it should have like more color up here if it's supposed to be like this elegant and beauty. Castform. You don't have a sand version, you could be better. Yeah, and then you got all these guys. So I'm not gonna rank these guys. We're just gonna put all of them in failure. Put them all in could be better. Right, Kecleon. Good design for a chameleon. Shuppet. Shuppet up your you-know-what. As a possessed puppet, that seems pretty Pokemon to me. So I'll put in the B tier. Banette. I like the zipper mouth, I think, and it definitely looks a lot more evil and ghostly. It should get play rough. Being a possessed doll, it should get play rough. Mega Banette, another like awesome design. Duskull. It's better where you can tell that like its light is only like one sort of eye. Oh, did I change that? I think we're up to 431 now. I think I was supposed to change it last time I did. Dusclops. Tropius, cool design, horrible Pokemon. Horrible. Also, it's grass flying. It's got these big ferns, but I wish they did a little bit more to show it, like, being able to fly. Like, the way its body is shaped, it shouldn't really be able to fly. They should have made it look more like a goose with that neck. Chimecho, I think this is a pretty good design. Based on, you know, the lanterns and everything. Absol. Absol's got a cool design. I mean, just looks cool. Mega Absol, though, what's with this hair? What's with those wings? What are we even doing here? Why not? Yeah, why not? You're a pretty good baby Pokemon. You're up there with some of the better baby Pokemon. Snorunt. I actually kind of like Snorunt. Glalie, though, I don't really care for. And Mega Glalie is okay though. Mega Glalie at least looks like it can do something. Looks a little cursed. Darkrai prevails. Darkrai, yo, give me your shiny, man. Feel. At least it's a little bit better than, you know, the last Seal Pokemons that we got. Celio. I don't know. It's kind of got middle evolution syndrome. And then Walrein. It's a walrus. What more do you want from it? Clamperl. I don't know why we're doing another clam Pokemon after we already have Shelder, but... And then not only that, but this clam evolves into, like, these weird fish. Clamperl, I think, is lazy. Huntail, I think, could be better. Gorbis, trash. Trash design. Like, it wants to suck your blood. It's got freaking seashells for where it's, you know, if it was a mammal, it would have things there. Nah, no thanks. Let's see, Relicanth. I know what it's supposed to be designed after. But I think it kind of looks too much like it. I caught a lot of those things in Animal Crossing. OG. Love Disc. Bagon. Alright, now we're starting to get some more like dragon looking things. Bagon's a pretty good looking dragon. Then they did Shelgon and it was like, what is this supposed to be? Like, is this what I want to use? And then you got Salamance. Salamance is like the first looking dragon Pokemon. You know, since we had Dragonite. And this looks a lot fiercer and more intimidating than Dragonite. Yo, what's up, Night Leopard? Then we get Mega Salamence. Another awesome design. Really shows like the hang glider effect. Even got the straps. Actually, I'm going to put this up in the superior design. I think Mega Salamence is a really cool Mega design. Thanks, guys, for hopping into the stream. By the way, we're getting to 500 attempts tonight, and then we'll keep it going tomorrow. See what we can get to tomorrow. Beldum. So we haven't done a lot of mechanical Pokemon lately. Beldum, definitely a very cool design. I actually think Beldum's like an awesome design for a Pokemon. Like, it definitely looks robotic. It looks, you know, human-made. Matang. I don't know why they had to give it that nose. Like, the nose just kind of ruins the design for me. Obviously, Metagross completely saves it. Metagross is an awesome design. And then Mega Metagross, again, for our Megas we get up there. It's a S tier superior design. Again, I don't know if I need the spiked chin. You know, I don't think I need the goatee, but having it float there is definitely a lot more intimidating than it kind of walking towards you. Like, you could just imagine that guy coming to get you. I mean, I'm probably gonna be lazy and just use the Master Ball. You know, like I can try to get in a Dusk Ball if I want to, but I've had some bad luck with catches. Either, you know, the battle goes on forever and they struggle and kill themselves, or you know, something unfortunate happens. Either way, yeah. So I'll probably just be lazy, just get the guaranteed catch with the Master Ball. But maybe we'll try a few times just using the Dust Ball. Just see if we can get that like low % shot. And then if I run out of Dust Balls, because I got like 70 or 80 Dust Balls, so we can try Dust Balls for a while. If only they let us have Dream Balls. That would be a good one. Alright, Regirock. Regirock's probably more like, obviously these are designed after golems. So like when, you know, kind of what I said about Golem when we were talking about the Gen 1 Pokemon, like this is kind of what the designs could have been. But I think they're pretty good as far as like golems go. Definitely get an Ice Field with Regice. I'm actually going to put Registeel though down a little bit just because I feel like its arms should have been more like gear style. Like they're too fluid. Latias and Latios. Okay, for one, they're Megas. We'll just start with their Megas. Don't really care for their Megas. Pretty lazy. Their original designs, though, are pretty good. I think I like Latios a little bit better than Latias. Maybe that's just because, you know, it looks more angry and aggressive. That's what it kind of plays into. When Latios is just, you know, happier. It's a team player. I'm a selfish person. Alright, Kyogre. Kyogre's got a good design. It's got like you can tell it's like ancient because of these runes on it. You know, obviously it looks like a water deity. Which it is, it's the master of the seas. Let's see, did we get one? Nope. By the way, Night Leopard, I appreciate that you assume that I will get the shiny. We'll see how many attempts it takes. The primals. I'm gonna put both. Well, primal Kyogre I'm gonna put in the awesome. I mean, it kind of just looks like regular Kyogre except lit up. Groudon. I'm gonna be a little bit different. Groudon's supposed to look kind of like tectonic plates. I'm gonna put it in the better than most tier. I don't really think it's like an awesome design. Again, sometimes they get too much in love with like these spikes randomly. But Primal Groudon, yo, I think Primal Groudon, maybe it's because the light looks more like lava. Plus it gains the fire typing, which is really cool. I think that Primal Groudon's a sick design. And it gets like, the black with the spikes looks so much better. So much better. And we got Rayquaza. Again, this is a really cool dragon. I think it's a great design. And Mega Rayquaza, again, just adds all of this awesome stuff that we want from Megas. I think that's a superior design. Jirachi. I mean, Jirachi's cute. I think it's like a B tier design. Yo, Deoxys though? Deoxys is S tier. Then we got Deoxys Attack. Yeah, I think it's still like S tier. Like, the Deoxys defense is probably the only one I would put in the A tier. But like speed, I'd probably put in S tier too. I mean, original Deoxys looks so sick with its DNA sort of arms and everything. I love that. I really hope they... Deoxys is one of the few Pokemon I don't like have. My brother still has Alpha Sapphire, so I could just borrow that and play through it and get it. From the Delta episode mission. So, we'll see. I could probably just do that. Especially now since they said Pokemon Bank is going to be free forever, so you can just transfer all those Pokemon to your home. Alright, Gen 4. Turtwig. I think this is a... I think Turtwig's a really good design. It's a really cute grass-type turtle. Yeah, pretty solid. I think definitely better than most. Grottle. I don't know what it is. Grottle. I don't really care for. I don't know, it loses some of like the turtleness of it. From having like its whole head under there. Obviously, Torterra is a awesome design. You know, we know the stories of the turtle who carried the world on its back. You know, so it's always cool to see that sort of stuff. Chimchar. I mean, it's a good design, right? I can't take too much away from it. It's... I think it might copy Charmander a little too much, just as a monkey, but... Like we said, Charmander was better than most designs, so... We gotta kind of put it in the same tier. Monferno. Monferno, I think, is about the same. And then Infernape goes, you know, he's Vegeta Super Saiyan. Like, awesome design. Piplup, I mean, Piplup's so cute. How can you not love Piplup? Primplup, though. What is that? Empoleon, though. Yo, Empoleon. That man's coming for you. He looks regal. He looks like, you know, the badass wall that he is. And he actually has a good special attack, too. People underestimate the power that Empoleon has. Alright, we got some birds. Okay, Starly at least kind of looks like what a Pokemon would look like as a bird. This guy's just derpy. Nope. And then Staraptor's cool, right? Staraptor's a really cool design. Just like the red highlights in the hair really bring it together, you know. He's an angsty boy. Like, he's intimidating. I don't know how Staravia is intimidating. Bidoof. Again, this was like they wanted to do a beaver. I'm gonna say Bidoof is alright for a Pokemon, but Barrel is lazy. It's just a beaver. Alright, this one's pretty cool. Kricketot and Kricketune. Horrible Pokemon, but pretty decent designs. No, you gotta like the little violin strings and everything. Kricketot. I think they're both like B tier. Shinx. The only problem is you don't really get electric type from Shinx. At least I don't, right? But I mean, Shinx is a good design. Lexio. Man, Lexio could have been better. Lexio definitely could have been better. IMO. It's not damn lazy though. It just could be better. Luxray though. Definitely an awesome design. I mean, unfortunately we couldn't get that electric dark type. We had to wait all the way till more Pico. Luxray definitely should have been electric dark type. Give it that more intimidating factor. Badoo. What? Why? Why do we even need a Badoo? Well, I don't know. Like, what were we trying to accomplish with the Badoo? Roserade, though, way better design than like Rosalia. I'm gonna put it up there with the awesome designs. Actually, I really like Roserade. You can tell it's got some sass to it. Yo, what's up, Snom? Roserade definitely got some sass to it. Thanks for hopping in the chat, Snob. Alright, Cranidos. I mean, I love dinosaurs, so that always helps. This one, I'm going to put in the better than most, because it still has that cute factor that you would expect from a Pokemon. And then it's a dinosaur, so I like that. Rampardos. My only thing with Rampardos, I mean, I guess it works in like its stats. I just wish it looked faster. I'm gonna put in the better than most. Yeah, I actually beat. I caught all the Pokemon and did all that stuff. I mean, I got some random, missions to still do, but I caught all the Pokemon. I got Arceus. Did all that stuff, so yeah. How about you? Have you beat it yet? I did a lot of it not on camera though, just because I kind of like to lay back on my couch and play. Sheldon. Okay, yeah, what's your question? Is he evil or insane? He's definitely misguided, right? Like, and if that's the point, then you probably put him more in the insanity sort of thing. Like, obviously, he comes from the line of the ancient Hisui people, the ancient Sinnoh people. He knows all these stories. He's very involved with them. So, like, he means well, but he's doing it in all the wrong ways, right? So he's more insane than evil. He's just misguided. And obviously we can assume that he is a ancestor of, you know, Cynthia in some way, as is Lady Gothic, whatever her name is, you know, the other lady that you speak to about all the legendary Pokemon. Oh yeah, well I mean, it's like our world, right? It goes back thousands of years, you know. Yeah, it might be Germany now, but before that it was Prussia, it was the Ottoman Empire, you know, like the land and the people have always been there. Like, yeah, the names change and everything, but, you know, before it was the United States of America, it was, you know, British colonies, and before that it was, you know, just the natives doing their thing. Yeah, but he does that all for what he thinks is a good cause, right? So when I think of someone who's evil, like if we look at Pokemon, like Giovanni, he's not like maniacally evil, but he does bad things and he knows it. So he's like kind of morally questionable. You know, Archie and Max from Ruby and Sapphire, they're probably more insane because they don't realize what their the ramifications of what they're gonna do really are until after they do them. Yeah, I would have to replay that because I did the Volo battle like pretty soon after the game came out, so I don't remember exactly what he said about it. So I would have to go back and kind of re-examine that, you know, poke all the holes in it. But I mean, either way, he's wrong in his thoughts, right? And obviously God, Arceus, thought he was wrong. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Archie and Maxie had good intentions, but didn't understand the ramifications of all that. And then you got like Cyrus, who you know, he's probably evil. He's probably one of the more evil people because he just wants to take all emotion and soul out of the world, you know, and you know, that seems like a pretty evil thing. Yeah. Then he might be evil. Again, I'd have to go back to it. Oh yeah. Getsus was pretty evil, as well. I mean, manipulating N and everything that he did. Yeah, the rest of them are just, I don't know, all their ideologies are pretty messed up, but like even like Cyrus wanting to you know, get rid of like emotion and the soul, basically, like who benefits from that, right? Again, we go back to Archie and Maxie, and you at least understand, like, okay, they wanted more land for the land Pokemon or more water for the water Pokemon. You go to, like, Lysander, and he wants to, you know, destroy everything that's ugly. Well, Sorry, maybe I got some friends that are ugly. I won't say that to their face, but... Yep. Yeah. Yeah, no, Getsus is pretty, messed up, that's for sure. We'll have to see in Scarlet and Violet what they do with all that. As far as, like, you know, a evil team or a adversary. Yeah, but I don't even know if Cyrus had good intentions. Like, he just wanted to get emotion out of the world so that people could be, you know, emotions clouds your judgment sort of thing. Like, emotion also helps your judgment, you know, guilt, remorse. Like, some emotions help you with your judgment. Just 35 more for tonight. Alright, where were we on this? Okay, we were doing Burmy. Burmy. Okay, so Burmy is like a bug covered in different things. I mean, I think from that it's like cool design because it shows like some bugs will use whatever they want for their, you know, cocooning. Even if it's just gonna be trash. You can get Wormadam, who's kind of just like, you know, oh, a bigger version of those. Which to me is kind of like I get it, but like that's lazy, right? And then Motham's a failure. Like, what is Motham? Could have been something cool. Instead, we just get another moth butterfly Pokemon. Just like we always have. Combee. I think Combee is an awesome design. I mean, isn't that so cute? It's a honeycomb and a bee. Combee. Can't go wrong there. Vespiquen. Also a pretty cool design. I'm not going to put it as high as Combee, but it is still pretty cool. Keeping the honeycomb. Definitely intimidating looking Pokemon. Pachirisu. It's an electric squirrel. That's definitely something Pokemon would do. Weasel. We got ourselves a playful little otter. With a little flotation device around its neck. But then you get Floatzel, and I don't know, like, Floatzel's kind of just like... not as cool to me. Looks too similar. I think they had to, like, maybe, like, differentiate something with the head. Make it a little fluffier. Cherubi. Okay, what? Why? Cherum's cool, though. When it changes forms... It's pretty cool. That's definitely a better design than most. Oh, and here it is. Shellos. I definitely kind of like the, what is this? Is this the East one, the blue one? Kind of like that one a little more. I don't know. The blue just looks, I mean, maybe it's because it's supposed to be a water type. It just looks better. Ambipom, alright, you added a second pair of hands to Apom. Now you are Ambipom. I don't know, I like this Pokemon. Oh my goodness, look. Who doesn't love Drifloon? Yo, I made my own Drifloon. Like, this is... such a good design, like the little heart hands. Drifblim, not so much. But Drifloon is a great design. Baneri, it's a bunny rabbit. Meh. Lopunny. I don't even know what Lopunny is supposed to do. Megalopunny, though, they made Megalopunny a fighter. That's for sure. Looks like it's ready to kick some ass and still look good doing it. Miss Magius. I like that you definitely get with the witch's hat. You know, you can tell that it's magical, mystical. Honchkrow, yo, Honchkrow is a sick design. Like that, this is a big boss bird. He runs that mafia of Murkrows for sure. Glameow. Yeah, it's another cat. Like they try to do a little bit of something with like this tail, but why do they do that sort of tail for psychic types sometimes? But like, and even Glameow, like Glamour, like that could be psychic, but no, just normal. And then Purugly, they were. Well, what'd they do to you? What they do to you? And it's supposed to be fast. Like this guy's fast. Chingling, cute. I definitely like it for a baby Pokemon. Stunky. I mean, it's a skunk. Skuntank too. I mean, kind of lazy, just skunk designs. Nothing too inspiring. Bronzor. Like, I know it's supposed to be. But Bronzong's the way better. Like, I like Bronzong for a design. Bonsley is another really good baby design. I'm actually going to put it in the amazing designs. Like, I would have a little Bonsley in my house if they were real. I think we all would. You wouldn't need to water it. Be fine. Alright, Mime Jr. Mime Jr. Okay, Mime Jr. is way better than Mr. Mime. Mime Jr. is cute. Happiny. I don't really get the point of Happiny. I just don't really see why we needed a baby Chansey that has an egg. It comes out with an egg. How can an egg come out with an egg? Chatot, you definitely like its. Yeah, I definitely like its design. It's probably up there in the better than most. You know, the music note for the head and the you know, metronome meter for the tail. Spiritomb. It's a cool design. I can't say it's an awesome design, but it's still cool, right? Spiritomb looks like a cool Pokemon. Gibble. I mean, I like Gibble. Right? Could you imagine having a little pet Gibble? Running around chomping on things? Gabite though, like what happened to your arms? Not a fan of Gabite. Garchomp obviously saved it. Garchomp is an awesome design. Then you go to Mega Garchomp, and again, they like to add spikes in all these weird places. And they like mess up its head too. Nope. This is why no one uses Mega Garchomp. Munchlax, super cute. Riolu. Another just very cute baby Pokemon. Lucario. Really cool design. I'm gonna put regular Lucario in the awesome design. I mean, you get like this Anubis style. You know, you can tell he's a fighter. Again, kind of has those spikes, but whatever. Someone on Gen 4 really likes spikes. Mega Lucario. It's either A or B for me. I'm gonna put him next to regular Lucario. The red is cool. Again, they just wanted to add more spikes. I think what helps him is the cape and the extra hair. Add a little bit of like dimension and almost you know, make him look like an experienced fighter. Hippotas. Hippotas I think is kind of lazy, but Hippowdon I think is kind of cool with the sand coming out of it. Skorupi. It's a little bit better than just a regular scorpion Pokemon. Yeah, but neither of them are like super inspiring, right? And Drapion has like its hands up by its head. I don't really understand that part. I got like this Michelin Man effect going on. Krogunk. I think Krogunk's pretty cute. Pretty cute. Little derpiness. Do I have the Krogunk back there? Oh yeah, he's back there. Above the Turtwig. Pointing at him right now. My little not crocheted, well, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, construction paper. Toxicroak though. I really like Toxicroak's design. I like those poison darts at the end of its fingers. Alright. Carnivine. Carnivine's a derp. Finian. Again, more just lazy sort of fish Pokemon. Mantike, pretty lazy. Snover. I like Snover more than I like Abomasnow for a design. So Snover I'm going to put in the B. Abomasnow I'm going to put in the could be better C tier. Mega Abomasnow. Yeah, it's supposed to be like a Christmas tree, and I'm just not getting that vibe from these guys. Weavile. Cool Pokemon. Probably in the awesome design. I wouldn't say it's like superior, but it's definitely a cool looking Pokemon. Cooler than Sneasler, although I love Sneasler. Don't get me wrong. Magnezone. Yo, I'm gonna put Magnezone up in the S tier. Like I would have a Magnezone IRL. I would find that magnetic field. I would suffer having a Magneton. Just to get that Magnezone. Alright, Licky Licky. Why? You had like a bib to it, I guess, but I feel like you could have done more with Lickitung. Rhyperior. Awesome design. I mean, compare it to Rhydon. Like, Rhydon's probably still better, but Rhyperior's up there. Gets like a nice club tail, gets these extra jagged. With the protector, you get that orange. Tangrowth. Tangrowth's a better design than Tangela, but it's still pretty uninspired. Electivire. Still think Electivire is a great design. Same thing, you know, with Electabuzz that we put up here. Magmortar finally does a little bit better though. Better than most. I still don't like the cannon arms. Like, its face is still derpy. Like, the cannon arms help though. The cannons always help. Togekiss, definitely a better design than Togetic. Yeah, and I don't think it's like anything special, but it's cute, it's graceful. Yo, we get mega sick bug design. This is... Imagine living in a world where these things are flying around in the summertime. Leafeon. I mean, again, most of the evolutions, they gain the beat here because they do what an evolution should do. Glaceon, I don't really care for the, you know, I don't know why, they just can't really depict ice very well. Woof, 1048. Damn, you must have been going all day yesterday and all day today. Well, you know how I look at it. You can't start complaining till you hit that 4,095, whatever it is. Once you hit odds, you can start complaining. Alright, back to this. Oh, Gliscor. Gliscor, sick design. Sick design. I love Gliscor. If you guys want to follow my draft league, my S tier pick is Gliscor on that as well. We went 9-0 this season. We're the #1 seed. We're going to get this next week off because the playoffs are starting, so... Mamoswine, pretty good design. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like anything crazy, but it's good. It's a woolly mammoth slash pig. Piggy mammoth. Alright, Porygon Z. So this is some like corrupt code got into it. I wish it looked a little more glitchy. I think it's still like better than most, but I know like its head is always moving around, but maybe if some like pixels were kind of like falling off of it would be kind of cool. Gallade I think is a really nice design. Just looks sleek with like those fighting bladed arms. Mega Gallade though, again, this is like kind of my thing. I feel like they tried to do too much with Mega Gallade. Don't really care for its design. I don't mind the cape and the arms. I don't know, just like the all white body, just like I never liked that bold part at the bottom of it, and the all white isn't very flattering when it comes to that part. Probopass. I mean, it definitely gets a little bit better. Than Nosepass was. Dust Noir. You're starting to get like this Egyptian theme that Dusclops was. With its like mummy style. Frostlass. Frostlass is a cool design. I mean, obviously way better than Glalie design. Take some real world myth sort of things. Alright, then we got all the Rotoms. Regular Rotom, I'm gonna put in the B. The rest of them I'm gonna put in the lazy, because obviously they were like they thought of Rotom and then they're like, oh, what stuff could Rotom take over? And you know, then they just gotta draw those things, so it's not like they were really coming up with anything unique with these. The sprites, the Lake Guardians. I don't know, right? They're not great designs. I wouldn't call them. Obviously, they all sort of like match each other in a way, but how is like one willpower and one I don't remember what the rest of them are. I guess you can tell they're all connected to each other, right? Yo, what's up, Mike? Coming in for the last little bit. Once after our 500th, I'm gonna call it a night. Got the good old work in the morning. Dialga. Dialga and Palkia, they both have really good designs. I mean, Dialga's really cool. I even think Dialga might be like S tier. It's one of my favorite legendary designs. Palkia is also pretty up there. Heatran. Heatran's cool. Well, thanks for checking us out, Mike. Yeah, we're shiny hunting Darkrai. I'll probably be live streaming it for the next couple weeks whenever I can. But the main thing that my channel does is we have a draft league with a bunch of other, you know, content creators. So if you like that side of things, competitive Pokemon, you know, leagues and battles and fun stuff, definitely check out that as well. I'm doing a tier list to kind of kill time for myself while I'm doing all these resets. Yeah, Heatran I think is better than most. It's hard because Heatran, you can't tell, is it a... I think it's supposed to be a spider, but it also looks kind of like a frog or a lizard. But yeah, but thanks, Mike. Thanks for checking us out. Definitely appreciate it. Regigigas. Regigigas is a good design. For sure. Like with the moss and the trees growing on, like this is a man who moved continents. You can definitely tell he has the patterns of the other Regis. Would have been kind of cool if he had like pieces of all the different Regis, but obviously with Regieleki and Regidrago, they couldn't predict that, so maybe it's better that they didn't. Oh, nice. Like Let's Plays? Like that sort of stuff? Giratina. Regular Giratina, I'm going to say is better than most, but I mean Origin is obviously the cooler looking design. I'm even going to say it's a superior design here. I do gameplays once in a while, but like I do the stay-at-home dad thing during the day, and then I work at night. Saturday today's my one day off from work, and I do work on Sunday morning versus Sunday night. But yeah, but usually during the day, like I got the kids and stuff, so I can't record as much during the day. So when I want to play a game, I usually just end up playing it, not necessarily on stream. When a game first comes out, I'll stream like all that weekend, but Cresselia, cool. Oh, nice, dude. I used to love the Lego video games. I might pick up, they are releasing a new Star Wars Skywalker Saga one. It may have already come out, but I might get that one. Alright, last few attempts for the night. Peony and Manaphy, I mean, I think both of these are kind of just like B tiers. Like, they look like Pokemon. I'm surprised these aren't like water psychic types. Again, they have like patterns and the gems and stuff they like to give to psychic types. Darkrai. Yo, you know we putting Darkrai up there. Horrible Pokemon. Really. Horrible, you know, ever since they nerfed Dark Void. Horrible Pokemon, but sick design. Shaman, I mean, the Hedgehog one, it's cute, but it's probably B tier. Like, it's cute. Like, if this was a regular Pokemon, though, like, I wouldn't be surprised, right? But they decided to make it mythical. But Shaman Sky, it's definitely a cool one. I love that little scarf. Yo, scarves are cool. I wish I could pull off a scarf. And then Arceus. Right, when you design God, it's kind of tough, right? Because you need it to be a Morpheus base is the right word. Like, it's got to be like ambiguous as well. So, like, I think Arceus is like a fine design. I appreciate it more now that all the origin forms have come out. I don't know if you've ever seen that video, but it's like the was it the front half of Dialga origin, the back half of Palkia origin, and then the top or something of a Giratina origin combined. Basically looks like Arceus, something like that. I have to watch that again, but yeah. So I'm gonna stop that part of the tier list there. Oh, this is our attempt number 500. Nope. No luck. So 500 attempts, guys. 500 attempts. I don't know. What should I do for... We made it 500 attempts here. Couldn't get it. So I think what we're going to do is I got this Ready Whip. I got this pie tin sort of thing. So I'm going to pie myself in the face because we couldn't get it in 500 attempts here. So we're going to do this and then... There you go, man. That was a lot. So right there, gonna pie myself in the face. The first 500 attempts. Dunsky. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be back on tomorrow night. We'll try and get maybe to like 750 tomorrow night. So yeah, thanks again for watching. Stay classy, society.